In the spirit of Halloween, we're going to do a spider web that is attached to some branches. And instead of coloring all the background white, we're just going to choose some different colors, maybe about 2 or 3 colors, 2 or 3, and just add some little color splashes throughout the whole page. So let's get our copy paper ready and our pencil and colored pencils ready. And if you have a pen, that'd be cool. We could use pens here. And let's get started. The first thing that we're going to do is make sure that our paper is turned sideways. And we're going to draw really light. I'm going to draw dark for the sake of I want it to show up on the camera. But you're going to draw really light because you're going to make mistakes and it's easier to erase light pencil marks than it is dark. I want my spider web to come down on some branches, and so I'm going to make some branches first, kind of a straight line with something kind of jutting up and then returning back to the straight line, kind of curved up, something kind of jutting up, then doing a bit of a fork, maybe going off the paper a bit. Your branch does not have to look exactly like mine. It'll be okay. Have one branch over here. Then I'm going to do a branch on the other side as well. Some of my rectangles are meeting back to the original line that I was drawing. Some of my rectangles kind of go off the paper, and that's fine. There, I have 2 branches. My web is going to go in the middle. You do need a ruler or a straight edge to draw this. I'm going to find, some part that I want to be the middle, so I'm going to make a small little dot where I want the middle to be. And then I'm going to take my ruler and I'm going to do about 7 lines coming from it. So maybe I'll have a line coming this way, not dark. There's no reason to make the spider web dark. What if we want to erase it? 1 line, 2 line, 3 line, 4 line, 5 line, 6 line, and 7. What makes it look cool is because I intentionally made some lines closer to each other and some lines spread out. Spiders, when they make webs, not everything is perfectly symmetrical. So do about 7 or 8 lines, and look, it didn't go past the branch. It stopped at the branch because it's tied to the branch. Remember that. Go ahead and do your lines coming from the center of the spider web. So instead, don't do this as me explaining something. Instead of, we all know how to do a spiral, right? Well, we're kind of going to do a spiral, but it's a spiral of really wide letter U's. So for example, down here close, this is a letter U. I do another one, another one, another one, another letter U, another one. But I don't want it to meet back perfectly because I want it to be a spiral. I'll make the letter U miss on purpose. Another U, another U, another one, another one, another U, and I'm making it really big. I don't want to connect it back. It's a spiral. Spirals don't connect back to the original point. They go up a bit higher. And I'm going to start trying the further out to separate these lines. My lines are going to start getting This line and this line are slowly going to start getting farther and farther away. So I want to start thinking big and start pulling these U's away from each other. Remember, don't connect it back to anything else. Pull these U's away from each other. So my U's, the further out they become deeper and deeper. You can make your U's become deeper and deeper the further out that you go. You probably need to pause this video and start doing this if you haven't started already. If you're letting me get too far ahead of you, please stop, pause the video, and start doing this. I'm starting to get close to my branches. My spider web is going to go behind my branches. My spider web is not going to go through them. My spider web is going to stop at my branches. Stopping. So now you can take a pen or make your black colored pencil really sharp and just start going over those pencil lines. Okay, everywhere that you have a pencil line, go back over it. Okay? I actually don't want you to use a ruler to outline it again because I like how jagged it is with our freehand, because that makes it look extra spooky with the kind of jagged straight lines. I'm also going to make my tree branches completely black, so with my black colored pencil or pen, I'm sweeping all in the same direction, staying in those lines. Both my tree branches, color them black. Pause this video until you do that. All right, take a step back, look at it. It's looking pretty cool. I have a lot of old pencil marks, so I'm going to take my eraser and just start erasing out old pencil marks, but don't you bend your paper when you erase this. Erase gentle, hold the paper down with your other hand, take your time. It's not worth ruining your project over just to erase some old pencil lines, guys. Use your other hand. Press down on your paper to keep your paper nice and straight. This is how you're supposed to erase. We take our time. We use the other hand to hold the paper still. See how my paper stays flat and it's not getting crinkled up? See how I'm taking my time? This is how you're supposed to erase old measurement lines. Now choose 2 or 3 colors. I feel like these are some good fall colors. I have a green, an orange, and a yellow. You can use whatever 2 or 3 colors you want. We're gonna just add some little color accents throughout it. It's not realistic. It's just making the web look cool, make it feel like it has like a little vibe or mood to it. So what do I mean by little color accents? I'm gonna use very, very light small circles and just choose some random spots and just start doing some small circles. And I'll make some interesting little small circle blobs or shapes. And then I'll start fading the color out into white so it's more intense in the middle. And then I'll just fade it out into white. And I can even start blending this little color blob into my yellow or into another color. So I'll make a really intense other color somewhere else and slowly blend it into there. But the rest, I'll just let it blend out into the white. So I can blend some colors together and the rest it just blends out into the white. Then I'll just choose some other random space. Like maybe I'll come up here. I'll start out real light with my green, small little green circles. I'll create like an interesting little color blob kind of shape. But then I'll slowly start lifting my hand and do incredibly, incredibly light green circles to start blending it out. So we're just gonna choose sporadic, don't choose the whole thing, just sporadic little interesting energy areas to blend colors together or to leave a color by itself and slowly blend it into the white of the page. As you may be able to tell, I have some small color splashes that fade into others. I have color splashes that come from behind the tree. I have color splashes that come from the edge of the paper. It's hard to tell here, but I have some yellow coming down behind the tree. I have larger splashes of color. So I have a variety of different sizes of different color splashes. Remember, everything looks good if you have a variety of things. Remember to take a picture of your image in a well-lit room, a room with a lot of sunlight. Go to your art folder or your art class, click on the Project 7 web drawing, click on the assignment. This is how we turn it in. We don't email it the picture to Miss Rachel. We go to the folder that it belongs to, and over here on your page, after you've watched the video and done everything, it should say Submit Work. That's where you upload the picture of your picture. Then you click Submit. Then I can grade it.